We now talk about Ai Weiwei, the famous dissident Chinese artist who has his own version of Gangnam Style. With me to discuss this is Lara, our life and style editor here in Hong Kong with the Wall Street Journal. Lara, I'm a little Gangnam'd out, and I'm sure you are, but let's start at the clip first and take a look.
Oppan Gangnam Style.
So, as you can see, it's, as you said very well in your piece, it's one paunchy middle-aged man imitating another. I thought that was a very good way to describe it. But actually, there are some hidden messages in this video. Can you tell us a little bit about what's going on behind the scenes?
Right. Well, there's a controversy about whether there is a hidden message. If you look at the title of the piece, it's not called Gangnam Style, it's called in Mandarin Grass Mud Horse Style. And if you look at what grass mud horse means, in Mandarin the characters, or so the sounds of those words, it sounds exactly like an offensive word. It's like telling someone to go off, in an extremely rude and obscene way. And it's a term that has been used and coined by internet users in China to get around censors, or rather to express their anger at censorship in a kind of very oblique way.
And in one shot of this, you can see him twirling a pair of handcuffs around, and that seems like it's a veiled reference to his time in jail.
It is a very veiled reference, and some people have actually complained about how veiled it is. I mean, it's again a very provocative title, and mostly, it's 4 minutes of Ai Weiwei in his Beijing studio dancing around with his friends, looking very bohemian, and a very short clip of him, dancing with his artist friend, handcuffed to one of his friends. It could be a reference to the 81 days he spent in detention last year. It is also, not doing very much besides, the dancing. And so, some online commentators have complained that, with a title like that, are you actually, saying anything? One thing is that it's actually, since being published, it has been banned in China, funnily enough. So, there's an irony there.
Absolutely. And what are people in China saying about this particular video? He's a very divisive figure in China, to say the least. There's a very pro-Ai Weiwei camp, and there are people who say that, he's all about publicity. I mean, what do people think about this latest move?
This latest move, I mean, some people have derided it as a PR stunt. Some people say that he's just pandering to his followers. He has a very large audience in the West, and he's arguably better known internationally than he is within China. Again, because it was blocked so soon after being published, not that many people have been able to see it, but people who have been able to watch it have been critical, I think, of the piece as a publicity stunt. At the same time, perhaps there is a veiled message. He was banned after all. The video was banned after coming out.
Right, we'll never know the truth, but it's very interesting nonetheless. Thank you very much. Lara with the Wall Street Journal in Hong Kong.